Cuba is more than 1,000 miles away, but recent travel restrictions can be felt right here in Nashville. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres explains how it's affecting one local business.
This is called Copa Cubana. This is where I host salsa dance parties.
Shayla Paz calls Nashville home, but Cuba will always be in her heart.
This is my little piece of Cuba right here in my backyard.
She started your tour guide to Cuba 3 years ago to help connect Americans to the country she loves.
For me, I always thought, well, the only way that I can help them is by bringing people to Cuba.
When she began, President Barack Obama made an exemption to the longtime economic embargo and tourism ban.
They're flying from Fort Lauderdale to Havana on Southwest, and they're going to 3 cities.
People could go to Cuba for educational purposes, defined as people-to-people visits.
Before, you could just go, I'm on vacation, no problem, I just go wherever I want. No, you had to follow the itinerary.
But the Trump administration scaled back, getting rid of people-to-people visits and cruise lines and private boats to Cuba.
Returned to Havana on their 5th day.
Travelers must have a strict itinerary per last month's new changes.
They're so colorful. They all are taxis. You will see the streets flooded with those.
Such as staying at private homes and shopping at private stores.
Now you can go on their support for the Cuban people with a full itinerary, no breaks, no free time to lay on the beach or to relax. You have to have a full itinerary.
Visitors are prohibited from doing business with a long list of companies like hotels that are affiliated with the Cuban government.
You cannot stay at Hotel Nacional, you cannot stay at Ambos Mundos Hotel, which are 2 of the most famous hotels.
Paz likes the idea of focusing on locals.
Day 4 is coming up.
But confusion about new rules cost her business from clients who are simply concerned.
The next day he said, well, I don't know, now the family don't want to go, so they cancel.
Monday, a Vermont senator introduced a bill to lift travel restrictions to Cuba. Paz hopes it'll bridge both countries together once and for all.
Viva Cuba!
Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Senator Patrick Leahy's bipartisan legislation proposes to end restrictions on banking transactions as well.